Okay, so today we are going to make a beautiful frittata, which is basically an Italian omelet that's not folded over. It's super easy to make. It's a great weeknight meal, and you can also use it for a brunch or breakfast. The first thing we have is a dozen large eggs, which I've cracked in this bowl, and I'm just going to whisk those really good. So in addition to the dozen eggs that I have in this bowl, I'm just going to add a 1/4 cup of milk. You can use 2% whole milk, whatever you have on hand. And after I have that, I'm just going to continue whisking the eggs while Raphael goes and starts sautéing our vegetables.
All right. Now, at this point, you'll want to preheat your oven to 450 degrees. I know it sounds a little high, but trust me, it'll work. Next, what I'm going to do is take a large skillet, and we just have an enamel skillet here. This one's approximately 12 inches wide or so. You can use a smaller one, but this is a nice size that you can use for your frittata. Just make sure that your skillet is actually oven safe, so you can use a stainless steel one or any of these enamel pots. This is a Le Creuset pot. That's very important. You don't want to put something in the oven that's not safe for the oven. I'm going to turn the heat on about medium, and next I'm just going to eyeball this. You don't actually have to measure it out too much. I'm going to add approximately 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. It could be a generous 2 tablespoons, that'll work. And what I also have here in this frittata, we're actually going to use 2 cups of chopped asparagus, approximately 2 cups. You can use any other vegetables. If you like broccoli, go ahead and add your broccoli. You can add any vegetables you want. Mushroom also works very well. So choose your vegetables, add about 2 cups once your skillet is heated. And then I also have a medium or medium-large shallot that I've chopped up. You don't have to be too specific. You don't have to measure out the shallot. It's delicious. Nothing bad is going to happen if you had too much or too little. So I already have one pre-chopped here. So I'm going to simply add our shallot. Get all that goodness in here. And I'm going to go ahead and also add our asparagus. Okay, and next what I have is just a 1/4 teaspoon of coarse salt and a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. I'm just going to throw that right in here. Give it a good stir. It's sizzling right now, which is great. So you'll want to cook these vegetables approximately 4 to 5 minutes because it's going to end up cooking in the oven. So you don't want to overcook your vegetables, but you just want them partially cooked for your frittata. Okay, so now my vegetables have been cooking for about 4 to 5 minutes or so. You can see the shallots are getting a little bit translucent and lightly brown, and we're at a good point to continue on. So next what we're going to do is I'm going to turn this on high. And this is just very temporarily. I'm going to turn it on high, and I'm going to drizzle a tiny bit of olive oil, a little bit all around the pan. And this is just so the eggs don't stick. Just a little bit, a little drizzle I like to add. Then I'm going to take our egg mixture, just mix it up a little bit. The temperature's coming up. I'm going to dump the whole egg mixture in. And then right on top, we have 1/3 cup of Romano cheese and 2/3 cup of Parmesan. I'm just going to drizzle. I'm just going to dump that right on top, evenly distributed here on top. And don't worry if it's not perfect because it'll incorporate. And you're going to put it in a 450 degree oven for about 20 minutes. And we'll show you what it looks like once it's done. Okay, so it's nice and golden brown. It's actually been about 19 minutes. So you're going to have to just check on it. And here it is. It is beautiful. And you can see it's very poofy right now. However, once it cools down, it'll actually deflate a little bit. And so it should come out easily right out of this pan. And this is absolutely delicious, warm for breakfast, for brunch. I really like it with our country bread, so I like to make sandwiches with it. And once it cools down, I'll slice it up into triangles like a pie, and then I'll pack them up either in an airtight container or an aluminum foil, put it right in the fridge, and then you have an easy sandwich that you can make for lunch, or you can have a piece for breakfast. It is one of the easiest things that you can make, in my opinion, for breakfast or brunch, or a snack, or even for lunch. Our favorite time.
Time to taste.
Yep.
All right. Delicious frittata. It smells so good.
Mm. So good.
It's so good. So, this is one of our favorite things to make, to be totally honest with you. We've now served this at several brunches.
Yes.
And in addition, I've become sort of addicted to making this like once a week in my house. I make it and I grab a slice when I'm like on my way to the gym in the morning, or if I just need a quick breakfast. It's delicious. And we're sure you're gonna love this recipe as much as we do.
And you can actually bake it a little bit. This is pretty golden brown on top. And it was about 19 minutes. You can probably get away with between 15 minutes and 17 minutes if you don't want it as golden brown. Just make sure that it's fully set and it's starting to brown on top. So it doesn't quite have to get this brown if you don't like it. But experiment and see what the baking time that you actually like, and then you can stick with that time for your own oven.
And we know you're gonna love it.
We hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you've tried making this recipe for our easy vegetable frittata, make sure you leave us a comment down below to let us know what you think. And the link to the blog post is in the description for reference.
And also, please join our pod and subscribe to our free channel by clicking on the watermark you see on the screen below. We look forward to seeing you next time.
Bye for now.
Bye.